Welcome back to Vancouver Carpenter, you guys. I am excited about this one. This is a big, kind of overwhelming project I have here. And once I show you guys around and see what we've got going on and what we have to deal with, you're gonna understand why I'm just a little bit overwhelmed at the scope of work of this place. And it's about a 50-minute drive from my house each way. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at this place. It's once again a drywall job. We got another month before the carpentry work starts, but let's check it out. All right, what I was called in here to deal with is the textured ceiling. So we're gonna skim out this textured ceiling and some beautiful textured walls here. You don't see this very often, so this is something the homeowner did in this place. The past homeowner, I should mention, not the current homeowner. I don't think they'd want to take credit for that. So we're gonna get rid of that. But of course, in doing so, a little bit of renos ensued. So there's a wall that's not here now. We gotta fill that in. This joint is crazy. So it's hard to tell, but look at that. It's about 1/4 inch sticking out at least. So we gotta fill that and float that wall out easily to where that plastic is. Gotta put a couple corner beads on here, patch that, get that mold out of there. Got to patch in that where that valance used to be over here. So a little bit of boarding and some taping. Okay, but let's get into the nitty gritty because that's just the stuff you could see right off the bat. Okay, so there was crown molding and, you know, if you ever think, hey, we don't need to tape it, we're doing crown molding. Yes, you do, you jerks. Now I have to tape it. And look at this. Okay, we've got like a couple things. I don't know what was going on. Like they had a little crown molding and they decided to put up a bigger crown molding later. So we're gonna scrape all that caulking off. And here's that texture. So it obviously used to be brown textured walls before the current homeowners painted everything white. And then we've got to this wall where it's actually smooth because one of the homeowners, the wife, did a skim and a paint job in the ceiling and she did a really nice job. Okay, here's where it gets weird. So they also used in this hallway some sort of paper, like a paper texture. Can you guys see that? So that's what was in this hallway. So I've got to deal with this paper to make sure it's stable enough to actually fix. Got some more of it right here. It's just weird, you know? Couple quick patches down here, float out the ceiling. And then we got the bathroom. Let's see what the bathroom has to offer. So majorly damaged drywall when the crown molding got removed. We got another hand textured ceiling and it's in really rough shape. You can see it's got spider web cracks, all kinds of stuff going on in here. So I gotta scrape all that off, fix it. It's a big job. I'm gonna be here for a couple weeks. Oh, and while we're at it, if you thought there wasn't enough work, there's also some textured walls down here in the front entry. Why not? So as you can see, I have a ton of work ahead of me and I don't even know where to start, and the thought of actually filming it all, that's kind of daunting. But I'm gonna do my best and we're gonna see how this place gets better every single day. All right, you guys, yep, the homeowner got me coffee. And as you can see, I tidied up the site. You know, I'm one of those people that can't start working in a cluttered site. And I also have a hard time not starting with the first task that needs to be done. I usually like to organize the site and then jump on to the very first order of operations that needs to be done. But the first order of operations right now is have a snack and have some coffee. And right here, some of you guys might actually wonder what sort of fare I snack on. I just have dates and walnuts here. This is probably all I'm gonna eat today, and I'll come home super hungry. But you know what? I'm starting to realize as I'm 39, I function better with less food than with more. So that's something that's come with age. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this and we'll get on to some actual work. All right, as usual, it's never just straight to business because there's always things to do. We got this wire right here and I chiseled it out enough that we can get a little plate on. So it's super important to put plates on so that when I go and put some screws in, I don't, like, you know, totally put a screw through this wire. That'll work. Nice thick plate too. You don't want to be able to screw through those. Oof. All right, you guys, this video's starting to drag on. At least it's
probably not very far in, but I'm not getting much done. So you know what we're gonna have to do? Gonna have to have a montage. Why? Because even Rocky had a montage. Montage! That was a long day, and it's time to get to mudding this place. No, it's not. Yeah, we've got it all prepped. Now, I didn't get to the bathroom though, and that one's gonna be nasty. I'm gonna do that one tomorrow morning. But what I did do is I did a quick little test of the Festool on the ceiling to see what it's gonna do sanding it. We're gonna wait till the next video for that. But what I am going to do is give it a real quick skim to see what happens. To see what happens when we coat this. Because I want to know if I can just do a light sand on this and then a skim coat and see if anything delaminates or if it's all good. And if it's all good, then that's all I'm going to do is just a light sand. So this is in preparation to find out. You know, because if the whole ceiling delaminates, because you skimmed the whole thing, you should have done a test spot. So this is my test spot. And I'm going to leave it on kind of thick. So lots of water goes on here and saturates in all night. And then I'll know. But man, it almost looks like I could do this ceiling in one skim coat. I'm not usually that optimistic, but we'll see. As always, you guys, feather that edge, feather the like button, and if you've been here a while and haven't subscribed, why not? Join it. It's an ecosystem. You're part of it. Anyways, thanks for watching Vancouver Carpenter. Really appreciate you being here for this journey, this little ride of jobs. Now I'm talking too much, which means I'm super tired. Video's over. I'm going home. See you guys.